disturb a man's sleep like that. I thought I taught you better than that.
Of course you did. It's good to see you again, old man.
You watch who you're calling old man. By now, you should be as old as I am. Stand there. Let me look at you. The eyes are different, I must say. Not the eyes you'd expect from a man who's lost what you've lost. All his nephews, his wife, his best friend, and dozens of knights. Now, those are the eyes of a boy. Maybe the same boy that fell through my roof all these years ago. So we shall see, won't we?
Well, look, we don't have all the time in the world to talk about all that. You know about the prophecy, don't you? About England's greatest need? That's why I'm here. So I'd appreciate it if I could have your blessing.
Is that really what you came here for?
It seems only fitting, doesn't it? For Merlin to grant King Arthur the power to rule again?
Oh, but I never did. No, I didn't. No. You ruled by strength of sword and your sharpness of mind. I merely tried to nudge you in the right direction to avoid disaster, which you might have done if only you listened. If you were truly who you say you are, I wouldn't have to tell you that.
Are you saying you don't believe me?
Arthur died on the sword of his own son in a battle begun by his best friend. He sailed into the unknown in the arms of his sister, who had tried to kill him many times in the past. Lord only knows if she ever regretted it. I knew this would come to pass from the moment he was born. I guess I was lucky, though, to not witness it firsthand.
But I didn't die. That was always the point. I was always going to come back.
Dreams live longer than their dreamers. Oh, usually they change with every mind, and they adapt to the times. And Lord knows, sometimes they can sour. I'm just lucky I didn't have to see it firsthand in this hour. So, dreams can sour.
That's where I come in, though. Mm-hmm. You can give me the blessing, and I be out of the way. And you won't have to worry about all of that anymore.
Now, there you see. If you were truly who you say you are, if you say that you are Arthur, why would you need my blessing? Why would my approval mean so much to you? You never worried about my warnings about the future, no matter how hard I urged you to. So, I should think a new precedent has been set.
Well, some shit is just that important. Since they use to see the world's nuts right now. It's just being run by all these pompous bullshit artists who think they know better than everybody else, but don't listen to anybody who matters. And who would make them shut up better than King Arthur? So do me a favor, stop answering questions, and give me your blessing to be king again.
I am going to need you to elaborate about these pompous
bullshit artists. Don't tell me you told to sweat.
them if you don't mind.
I mean, what's there to tell? Our prime minister's a coward who's not actually willing to lay down the law. He's appointing all these pet scientists who've never done an honest day of work in their entire lives. How do we know if they're shoving down our throats? And what happened to the guy in charge being a man of the people? A man who's willing to get his hands dirty. But no, apparently to get ahead, you have to be some special little fluffy nerd who says all the right things but doesn't have any backbone at all. That's what's the Parliament now. Sad.
I see. And you think you are above them?
Of course I do. I actually give a shit about people, for starters. They stopped caring about the law a little guy a long time ago. Anybody who's not part of their special little boys club. But if there was somebody who did, who had King Arthur's power, things might start to turn around. We clean up the streets, for one thing.
I see. So, you begin by stealing an ancient artifact and lying to dozens of people about your identity so that they will follow you into parts unknown.
I did what I had to do, right? If King Arthur tells them to jump, they say how high. I need all the leverage I can get if I'm going to save the world for us little guys.
Yes, you saved the world. King Arthur, divinely appointed ruler of all Britain. Ruler of all Britons. And you think those are the little guys,
I'm different from them, don't you get it? I actually understand what's wrong with this country, and I would change something inside.
Yes, and what of the royal knights? Do they deserve this? To be led around like horses by a demagogue who has convinced himself he has their best interests in mind. But tell me, young man, what do you think they deserve? Aren't they these little guys you claim to champion?
You don't know a thing about what You don't think I care about Percival and the rest of them? Percival was living on a shopping trolley when I found him, going around with a cardboard sign asking for money. He was a bum, and I saved him. I want to give him back what he had, all of them.
Yeah, because they were nobility once, but no longer.
Because they deserve fucking better. They always did. This is our chance to get royalty back, and we should take it.
Yes, but you alone seek kingship. How will you look them in the eye when you are no longer their equal, but ask them to bow down to you?
It wouldn't be like that. Not for us.
Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? You really believe that what the world needs is another king? Another strong man to improve things?
You don't know what it's like out there.
No, but I know! I was a babe at the end of the earth, and I will be in my dotage at its very beginning. I have experienced every age in this existence before the rest of you, so I do know. I tried to kill Arthur. I tried to warn him so that he could lay a better foundation for the future, but I could hardly speak for weeping.
What did he do when you did tell him?
Not much at the moment. No, there were always more pressing matters to attend to worry about the future. And that's the problem with this world. There is no time to worry about the future until it becomes the present.
I'd listen.
And then it's too late.
I'd listen. I'm listening right now.
No, you wouldn't, Axel. And we both know it.
How did you...
A child in your future, remember?
Then you knew.
From the moment you crossed the threshold.
So what am I supposed to do?
Tell me about your knights.
I mean, they're not night knights anymore. They're once, but I guess no longer. Percival was too. He was in a small mystery shack, like in a mystery novel, all cozy and shit.
Yeah, but no longer.
I wanted to ask, but I figured it wasn't right. I just figured the church ran out of money and he had nowhere else place to go. But you know, they're not all saints.
Oh.
Pretty sure chucking someone out of a nightclub is not a very knightly thing to do.
Oh, you'd be surprised. I think I could guess which one.
Yeah, Kay's scary as fuck, but I like that about him. I mean, he's a decent guy and all, but he tells it like it is. And that's what I like. He's built like a 7-foot brick shit house as well, so nobody ever tries anything around him.
Yeah, that's our Kay. Honest to a fault. The ideal seneschals. Tell me, how was Lancelot these days?
Honestly, scary in a different way. The second we met, he spoke about all this weird shit about he was waiting for this exact moment for years, and all he wanted to do was to earn King Arthur and his queen's love again. Kind of bold fucking way to talk about someone who he helped cheat with on, by the way.
And you really think that was what was going on?
Yeah.
That Arthur didn't really know?
Anyway, past all of that, it was a real ego boost. Then things got scary, like somebody was actually willing to die for me. And I told him to quit saying that, and he confused me as his best friend. What am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah. You know what Arthur's greatest strength was? Also his downfall.
You're going to say love, aren't you?
Correct! But a king's love is not stronger or greater than anyone else's. No, it's merely more magnified and more destructive.
So a perfect king shouldn't love, is that it?
Not necessarily, but there are certain young bucks who have convinced themselves it is better to be feared than loved.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I know you have, and I suppose it will save you the heartbreak.
So was coming in here just a waste of time?
Well, I wouldn't say that. You mostly came around to this point by yourself.
I'm not sure where I really came to, though.
Well, in my experience somewhere, taking what is called the scenic route is often yielding the best results.
Where you go?
A certain young man disturbed my rest.